Hello, beautiful souls. Have you ever found yourself staring at the horizon, wondering if you're truly living a life of meaning? In this vast, swirling world, it can sometimes feel overwhelming to know where to focus our energy, what truly matters, and how to create a life that reflects our deepest values. But what if the key to building a life of meaning lies within the wisdom of others? The lessons from those who've walked this path before us. Today, we're diving into 10 incredible quotes that will light the way as you build a life full of purpose, intention, and deep meaning. These words will guide you when you're feeling lost, provide perspective when you're stuck, and encourage you to step forward with clarity and conviction. Together, we'll discover the power of living a life that matters. So take a deep breath, center yourself, and let's begin this journey, starting with number 10. Number 10. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Let's start with a profound idea. Life isn't about chasing happiness. Emerson flips the script on what it means to live a fulfilling life. Instead of focusing on our own happiness as the ultimate goal, he reminds us that true meaning comes from being useful, honorable, and compassionate. In other words, making a difference in the lives of others. When you begin to live with the intention of serving others, offering kindness, and standing for what is right, you'll find that a deeper sense of purpose emerges. It's the small, meaningful acts that leave a lasting imprint on the world, and that's where true fulfillment lies. Number 9. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates, the ancient philosopher, challenges us to reflect on the life we're living. It's easy to get swept up in the busyness of everyday existence, to go through the motions without questioning whether we're truly living in alignment with our values. But Socrates tells us that without introspection, without taking the time to examine our choices, we miss the opportunity to live a life of true meaning. Reflecting on your actions, values, and goals allows you to step into a deeper connection with your true self. Ask yourself, am I living with intention, or am I simply existing? This simple question can unlock the path to a more meaningful life. Number 8. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Muhammad Ali, the boxing legend, wasn't just talking about his career in the ring. He was speaking to all of us about how to approach life itself. Time moves swiftly, but it's not about how many days we have, it's about how we use them. If we spend our time chasing empty distractions, the days will pass us by and we'll have little to show for it. But when we invest our time in things that truly matter, relationships, passions, dreams, and growth, we fill those days with purpose. Meaning isn't something that happens by accident. It's something we actively create by how we spend our time. So instead of just counting the days, focus on making each day count. Number 7. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs' words serve as a reminder that our work can be a vehicle for meaning. When you're doing something you truly believe in, something that aligns with your passions and purpose, it becomes more than just a job. It becomes a calling. Great work doesn't come from a place of obligation, but from a place of love. It's about pouring your heart into what you do, whether it's in your career, your creative pursuits, or your service to others. So if you're not passionate about what you're doing, ask yourself, how can you align your work with what you love? When you do, you'll find the satisfaction that makes your life feel rich with meaning. Number 6. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. shines a light on the importance of standing up for what is right, especially when it's difficult. In our pursuit of meaning, we often focus on what we can do for others. But King's words remind us that sometimes the greatest act of meaning is in our silence. Our unwillingness to speak out when injustice happens, or to support those in need. Our relationships, our ability to stand with others in times of need, and our courage to speak up are what shape the meaningful legacy we leave behind. So ask yourself, when have I stood up for what matters? And when can I show up for others in a more meaningful way? Number 5. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. George Bernard Shaw. Sometimes we think that meaning is something we find, as if it's a treasure hidden somewhere deep within us. But George Bernard Shaw flips that narrative, reminding us that meaning isn't something we stumble upon, it's something we create. Every choice, every action, every passion we pursue is an opportunity to shape the person we want to become. If you're searching for a life of meaning, don't wait for it to appear. Create it by living with intention, by taking steps toward what excites and fulfills you. Meaning is built over time, one decision at a time. So get to work on creating the life that aligns with who you want to be. Number 4. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path, and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Another timeless gem from Emerson, this quote is a call to break free from the conventional and carve your own way. Building a life of meaning often means stepping off the beaten path, choosing the road less traveled, and daring to be different. It's about being brave enough to follow your own inner compass, even when society or expectations may try to pull you in a different direction. When you dare to leave your own trail, you create a path for others to follow, and in doing so, you build a life rich with meaning and impact. So don't be afraid to stand out. It's often in the boldness of forging your own path that you discover your deepest sense of purpose. Number 3. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Pablo Picasso. Picasso's words invite us to reflect on our own unique gifts, the talents, passions, and skills that we've cultivated over time. These gifts are not just for us to hoard or hide away. They're meant to be shared with the world. When we give freely of what we've been given, we create a life of deep meaning. Whether it's art, wisdom, kindness, or a unique perspective, your gift is meant to be shared. When you give your gift to others, you don't just create meaning for yourself, you contribute to the world in a way that is deeply impactful. So ask yourself, what is my gift and how can I share it today? Number 2. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Albert Schweitzer. Many people chase success believing it will bring them happiness, but Albert Schweitzer flips this around, reminding us that true success comes when we are deeply connected to what we love. Meaning isn't found in chasing achievements or accolades. It's found in the pursuit of what brings us joy and fulfillment. When you love what you do, when your work, your passions, your relationships align with your core values, you unlock a sense of purpose that naturally leads to success. So don't chase after success in the traditional sense. Instead, chase what makes your heart sing and let the rest follow. Number 1. The purpose of life is to contribute in some way to making things better. Robert F. Kennedy. And finally, the essence of a meaningful life: contribution. Robert F. Kennedy's quote is a beautiful reminder that at the end of it all, what truly matters is how we've made the world a better place. However big or small that contribution may be. Living a life of meaning means adding value to the lives of others, whether it's through acts of kindness, innovative ideas, or simply being there for someone in need. When you contribute to something larger than yourself, you create a legacy that outlasts you. So ask yourself, how can I make things better today? It doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes, the smallest actions have the greatest impact. There you have it. 10 powerful quotes that will help you build a life of meaning, purpose, and deep fulfillment. Remember, meaning isn't something you stumble upon, it's something you actively create, one choice at a time. Whether it's through your work, relationships, or contributions to the world, the path to a life of meaning is waiting for you to walk it. So, step forward with intention, keep your heart open, and never forget that you have the power to create a life that is truly meaningful. Thank you for joining me today. I hope these words inspire you to keep building, keep dreaming, and keep creating a life that matters.